Hey guys, we're back. Sorry about that. I should have adjusted that beforehand. I guess that'll have to do for now. So tonight we'll be doing the second part of the Templar series, where we build our Templar up. I did some grinding, and I believe we're at level 11 or 12, so it's gonna make the adventure a little bit more interesting. We'll continue on with the story. Eventually we'll be a healer. Right now, I think it seems to be easier to be DPS when you're trying to, especially if you're trying to go through stories and stuff. So what my plan is I'll get through what I need to get through, and then I will reset my points, and then start investing in the healing stuff when probably around like level 40 or 50, probably more so 50. And then by the time I hit CP 160, I'll already have most of the
stuff I need. Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
But yeah, so that's the plan anyways. What else? So the bots, they're coming along pretty good. I started setting them up the other day. There's just so much to it, and there's just a lot to it, let's just put it that way. It's just a matter of finding out, trying to figure out like what commands I should use. There's just quite a bit. I will definitely, there's just so much. Let's just put it that way. But Mixer, I'm definitely gonna start working on that one. There's probably more for the Mixer bot. The other bots are mainly for just keeping track of your guys' points when you watch the video anyways. But there's just some like basic maintenance points, and since I've went ahead and taken the liberty, you know what, I'll probably add the Discord. I could add the Discord command to all of them. The only reason I really haven't is because I have the Discord button on YouTube and not YouTube, Twitch and Mixer. So now, this is what I was thinking. There's some really good content that I do stream. YouTube feels like it's more of a condensed version of what I need to do. It sucks because most of you guys are on the YouTube platform, so I really don't want to stop streaming to YouTube, but it seems like YouTube itself as a platform works a lot better if you focus on short 15-minute videos. It doesn't seem like it's hard to explain. It just feels like if I keep streaming on YouTube, our progression is going to be kind of slowed, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that I'm in it for the numbers, but you have to be in it to try and grow your channel. And so let me get to what I'm thinking about doing. Okay, hear me out on this. At some point in the future, Twitch is going to not allow me to stream anywhere but to Twitch, and then I can take that video, like that footage, and then post it elsewhere. Okay, so my thing is I could stream to Twitch, create a condensed video that's like 15 minutes, spruce it up a little bit, intro, outro, just a little bit of editing, cut it down to like 15 minutes, and then post that on YouTube. And that would pretty much solve all of my issues, I think, because like I said, although most of you guys are on YouTube, it seems like there's so many different like variables to take into account, which which, it's kind of a bummer. But with that being said, I'd like to offer you guys to, join me on either Twitch or Mixer. And I'll still be doing my YouTube channel, of course. That's like my most important channel, which is why I want to do this, so I can try and grow that channel specifically. Anyways, man, there's just so much to do with that. Now, I personally, my favorite thing to do is probably the Mixer channel, only because there's like a lot of customization. There's a lot of different things you guys are able to do. I think that's the most fun I've had, is probably Mixer, as opposed to any of the other ones. Like, Mixer's probably the most fun. So I personally, if you had to choose one, I'd prefer, and say, hey, probably hit up Mixer or something. But there are some options that aren't available that I have that are available with Twitch. Like the only thing you're really losing, really, honestly, if you choose Twitch over Mixer, if you have to choose one or the other, is the emoji thing that I have, which really isn't that big of a deal. Basically, if you type in an emoji, it'll like pop up on the screen, and like, it's just some fun thing that I added just to kind of like get interaction going a little bit. I think it's cool personally, but that's the only thing you're missing. There's so much more on Mixer itself that, it's just totally worth it. So hopefully by the end of today, sorry, I got something in my eye. Hopefully by the end of today, we'll be able to get that all sorted out with the Mixer channel. And then I'll be streaming tonight, which I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming to YouTube. And it's kind of a bummer that a lot of people, don't get me wrong, these vlogs are probably the most consistently watched videos that I've actually posted. So they're definitely doing very well. But I feel like my message isn't going to get to a lot of information. I'll try and make the title look more urgent, though, so at least when you're seeing this, like you're probably watching it right now, when you're watching it, you'll kind of get an idea as to what's going on. Just because I don't want you guys to basically not think that I'm not doing YouTube. I'll definitely be doing YouTube, but I just don't want it to be like surprising if I'm, just not, streaming to it per se. I just think it's going to be a lot better. It also opens up a lot of other options. We'll actually be able to have, if let's put it this way, if I do it this way, then I'll be able to also, create computer videos or whatever, like computer game videos. So that'll be, I don't know why I couldn't get that out, but that'll be like very interesting. But it's all a very long process, and we'll get there eventually. I gotta get a haircut on a different note. I cleaned up a little bit, I had like something going on right here. I still have something going on. It's like a bump. I think it's like a pimple or something, I don't know. So that's why I was all shaved down and whatnot. Just didn't know what was going on. Anyways, yeah, I think that's about it. There's probably a couple more things. Wow, this is probably the longest one we've had yet. Usually they're just quick 5-minute updates, but there's just so much to go over. I'm going to try and do something different for my 10th one. It'll be interesting if I can. I have something in mind, but no guarantee. I think, if not this one, I want to start on, number 20. Every 10 vlogs I do something fun and interesting. that's my goal, anyways. But like I said, I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see how it all works out. Yeah. But yeah, lots of great stuff is going on. Also, I just wanted to tell you guys on Mixer too. This is why I said it's probably, if you have to choose one between Twitch and Mixer, I'd go with the Mixer. There's sometimes they'll game at night. I call it the Midnight March, and I actually got to change the photo because I have it called something else, but then, you know, the video titles I'm calling the Midnight March just because it sounds like it's, you know, I don't know, I thought it sounded good. But so basically sometimes I'll stream on Mixer and it won't be my voice and it won't be a cam, but usually if you'll notice, it'll be a lot later, and I'll just be streaming to it just for your guys' enjoyment. Usually I just play that what is it called, that it's on my channel, I can't remember the name right now, and I'm not going to try and fumble over it. Yeah, I can't. Something of Wizard of Legend. Yeah, that's the one. It's I like it a lot. So Wizard of Legend. Yeah, so that's usually the one I'll be playing. It doesn't really require any commentary. If you guys are interested, I'll show you what build I have. Although I will say I can only make it past the first boss, and then to like probably, let's see, 1, 2, first boss, 3, 4. I can make it just, you know, to just before the second boss, which I think is pretty good. I'm happy with it. 4, I couldn't even get past the first floor, so it's just a matter of, you know, I think personally, if you're going to play the game, if you're looking for a strategy, it's just a matter of investing your points, the soul gems or soul shards or whatever, into the right category from the beginning, because they give you 100, and then what you can do is take those and buy 2 ultimates or an ultimate, and then 5, you know, smaller moves. Actually, let's see, you only need 3, so you could get 1 good ultimate, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I believe you get 3 other moves. You could buy 1 ultimate, get your dash, get your standard. Actually, you only need 3 or 4. Anyway, so you have enough for all of your moves right off the bat, and then with that, you can then go over to the artifact side, which is on the left side, and then get yourself like an artifact that helps out, and then just use that stuff to grind. With all of that, you should be fine for like the first 2 levels and then the boss. And then if you get through the first 2 levels plus the boss, you should have like maybe 75 gems ish, and then you can use those to get your what is it called, your robe or whatever, so you can have whatever type of class you want. That one setup I have is pretty good though. What you do is you use your robe, and this is Wizard of Legend that I'm talking about. You get the robe with the crit, and then you use this artifact that every time you crit, you gain health, and it's actually really good. So that's what just fooling around with it. That seems to be probably the best setup I've been able to kind of come up with. But that's pretty much it, guys. Sorry for bringing games into my vlog, but I figured I'd talk about it. I find it interesting. Let me know what you guys want to hear about. Have any questions for me, or recommendations, comments, concerns. Feel free to let me know. There's not really much else to talk about, I don't think. So I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for watching, guys, and yeah.